Resident Evil 9 references other Resident Evil games a lot. In fact, games, movies, Requiem pays homage to the entire franchise. And in this video, we're taking a quick look at as many Easter eggs as I could find, without anything too spoilery. Starting with how the outbreak happens.
What's wrong?
Something stung me.
This setup is similar to the one in the Resident Evil animated movie, Death Island.
I bet you're wondering how people are being infected without being bitten. That was one of my prototype biodrones. I tell it who to infect, and it always finds its target.
Here are some lines of dialogue that were probably callbacks.
I was just resting my eyes.
You shouldn't sleep on your job.
I was just resting my eyes.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
In Requiem, when you play as Leon, you get a tactical tracker. This device tracks combat data and rewards you points for killing enemies. It reminds me a lot of the bracelets from Revelations 2. I won't spoil it here, but the ending of this boss fight reminded me a lot of the final boss in Resident Evil 0.
What the fuck?
Some of RE9's references are more direct, though, like the storybook or the wine from Resident Evil 8. And we can even find the movie posters from Resident Evil 3 as well. The Moon, Star, and Sun puzzle that Grace has in the Care Center no doubt comes from a puzzle that uses similar looking Moon, Star, and Sun medallions in Resident Evil 1. But the game that Requiem references the most is easily Resident Evil 2. There are a couple of jump scares that made me nostalgic for the original RE2. Requiem really has Leon reliving his trauma like that, huh? The entire spider section in Requiem feels like a reference, or like an apology, to anyone disappointed about the spiders being cut from the RE2 remake. Once you get to the RPD and the music hits, you know the game is about to go crazy with the Easter eggs.
Rest easy, officer.
Marvin gets a mention, and we even see some other famous RPD officers again. Upstairs, we find the Star's office, and it's full of new things to check out. Barry has left us some clues on where to find the biggest Easter eggs, and following his clues, we find the locker keys for JoJo. The JoJo locker turns out to be a nest full of Easter eggs. First is the star's emblem charm. Next are some tickets to the Raccoon City Zoo.
I have kind of a bad feeling about this, but it looks like I should check it out.
If you know, you know. And finally, we look at the bottom of the locker to find JoJo's Capcom stash. We can see a PlayStation and some games, copy of Resident Evil 1, Street Fighter Alpha 2, and Mega Man 8 Anniversary Collector's Edition. Specifically, while you're finishing the Barry scavenger hunt, you might hear some cartoonish sound effects. I thought that would be the craziest secret of them all, but then I followed up on the other note that Barry had left for us. It mentions Wesker being the last to check out a certain book from the library. Once I tracked down the book, I couldn't believe what I found inside. For years we had been wondering why Wesker had this photo, and now, over 20 years later, we might just have our answer. And about 1,000 new questions too. In case you missed it, I have an entire video looking into this mysterious Easter egg, and thanks to this update in Requiem, I'll be revisiting it soon. There are even more references that I left out because they spoil some bigger story stuff, and I'm sure there are plenty that I missed too, so be sure to let me know what Easter eggs you found in the comments below. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.